still watching Hardball. Mission improbable turned into mission accomplished for the Ateneo Lady Eagles after going through some tough elimination games. On cue, huh? In this year's crazy women's volleyball tournament, the Lady Eagles ran into the mean green machine that was the LaSalle Lady Spikers, a squad that went unbeaten in the elimination round, had won 30 straight games dating from last season, and had thrice to beat, I'm just establishing, and had thrice to beat Edge in the finals. The Lady Eagles would have none of that, as they beat the odds, I'm reading the script, and conquered their arch rival. Joining us here in the studio are the Lady Eagles, some of them at least, Finals MVP Liza Valdez, Amy Almiro, Gia Morado, Michelle Morente, Ariel Patloon, and Ella De Jesus. Napagod na sa
Rockstar.
Rocket dito.
Wala may pelikula.
Talon ng talon sa showtime.
Pelikula na lang ang problema.
Yung isa gumigitara, yung isa nag-aartista.
May aga.
Hindi nyo napanood?
Meron ba singing bee?
Diba?
Wala.
As we speak. Congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies.
We finally have you here.
Kasi last week nag-exam.
Oo nga. And also we finally have them because, diba, last couple of years in the finals, pero unfortunately, they weren't able to make it.
Okay, let me throw the first question. In those 2 years that you were in the finals, was there a feeling of giggle in a sense that, ito na, we're in the finals, twice. How did that?
Siguro yun po yung main na naging problem siguro ng team kasi masyado kaming pressured kahit yung sarili namin kasi po yung Fab 5 din and we're expected to deliver and get the championship title. So siguro yung main difference siguro this year and last 2 years.
Amy, you were part of that also, but you have a major part this year. Tell us how you've grown as a volleyball player under Coach Tai. Now, we have to talk about Coach Tai. We have to dedicate a little time to the coach. How have you grown from then on? Sometimes you weren't even playing, and now you had a major role. You actually had your career high during the finals.
Yeah, this year I was given an opportunity to contribute a lot to the team. So I was just happy to get a chance to play and contribute to the team. And
what was the main difference for you? Not just in terms of like court time.
I think it was the confidence that Coach Tai instilled in us.
Okay. Si Gia and Michelle, of course, are rookies. So they don't have the but so it's a fresh experience. Gia, I heard, Benden was telling me na injured ka pa. You were injured prior to the season starting. Is that true? And how bad was the injury?
I had an ACL injury before the season started. But when Coach Tai came, sakto I finished my therapy, so that's when I started training.
And the reason why we point that out for the audience is because she played so well in the finals, really like a veteran. Everybody says that, and congratulations to you. How does it feel? First year and then championship again.
Really big accomplishment. Overwhelmed until now.
And the same with Mitch here, who I remember started, because I did your first game. I think it was National University, no? Una, National University. And then you played well, you played a lot of time, and then there were times na nawala ka rin sa rotation, and then nabalik ka. Nung bumalik si Coach Tai, nag-iba rin, ano? So, how did that play dun sa'yo, for your confidence, na yung bandang dulo, dun ka pa nagamit ng gusto?
Kasi siguro may trust po talaga sa akin si Coach Tai na magalo sa loob ng court. As in, malaking trust po. Tsaka, yun nga po, binigyan niya po kami ng malaking, binigyan po kami ng confidence. So,
seems to be the common theme, Coach Tai.
Well, talking about Coach Tai, Ariel, tell us in a nutshell, how is Coach Tai? What kind of a coach is he?
How do you describe a guy? How do you describe a guy like that?
Well, was there number one a lack of communication problem with him?
Well, at first we had that problem regarding the language barrier, but then as we go along naman, we're able naman to adapt na. But then with Coach Tai kasi, he's really different inside, during trainings. He's really like a beast. As in, parang, yeah, he's really a beast.
Yun nga ang kwento eh.
Kasi, di ba, during games, he's like happy. But then during training, he's like, sometimes we start to hate him na. But yun nga, nagbubunga naman yung mga pagiging beast.
Mag-iiba yung pagkatao. Sinungaling pala yung coach. Ganit Mr. Mike pala. Pag nasa camera, biglang...
May camera sa back.
But did his on-court demeanor make it easier for you to adapt to certain situations?
Yeah, I think so. Kasi diba, during training, he's like so hard and so parang he's minsan mean to us na. But then during games, he's like happy, so we feel lighter and he's like so positive. He's like, even though, you know, sa sarili mo na you haven't done anything good or right, he'll be like, very good, he's like that.
Sabi ko na nga,
He's
sinungaling.
Baka ang alam niya kasi balik na ibig sabihin.
Pati dictionary ginagamit niya. Pwede.
Si Ella, now this year, obviously, you're part of the starting six now compared to in previous years, you were known to be the spark plug of the bench, di ba? Yun yung naging reputasyon mo. So how was that transition? Nung simula pa lang gagawin ka ng starting six, paano yung transition yan para sa'yo? Tsaka yung individual improvement mo, anong nangyari under Coach Tai?
Malaking adjustment sa akin. Kasi parang, before, di ba, ako lang yung pamalit sa mga starting six. So ngayon, ako na yung nandun. So malaking adjustment sa akin. But Coach Tai made it easier. Kasi siya talaga yung coach na i-push ka na talaga hanggang ma-achieve mo yung potential mo talaga.
Pag sinabi mong push, alay sa pinag-usapan natin ng isang araw to, pati ba physically, you were being pushed? Kasi yun nga, napag-uusapan na parang this year, especially for the four of you na parang iba yung conditioning nyo. You look different. Of course, I say that in a good way. Was it part of the program of Coach Tai?
Yes.
Ano-
Every
ano-
morning, conditioning yung training namin. As in, tatakbo kami sa oval. Tapos laging may time na kailangan namin i-meet.
Tumaas pala yung talon. Nakaka-insecure.
Pero with all of this happening, for the past 3 years, you've battled LaSalle, who has been the champions for what,
3 years. They were going for their fourth.
And now that you've overcome a powerhouse, the adulation of the nation is with you. You've captured the imagination of a lot of young girls who now want to take up the sport. How much of a responsibility is that for young ladies like you?
Kasi it's, siguro love din namin yung sport. So, we're really happy to see and to hear about things about yung mga ganun things po. Kasi parang we're not doing anything special naman po. We're just playing what we love the most, which is volleyball. And ganun yung feedback po. So, sobrang saya din po. And siguro yung for us din, yung difference last year kasi parang mostly individually yung players talaga. And now parang yung sport.
Focus, you mean?
Yeah.
Right, that's a good point.
So, bakit sa tingin mo, sinakyan na ng maraming tao yung sport? I mean, you know, it took a while to build volleyball up, and now all of a sudden you guys are literally rock stars, and there's such a huge following. What do you think pushed the sport to that tipping point na talagang halos lahat ng tao, mainstream na mga nanonood, biglang mahilig na sa volleyball?
Good. Anyway.
Parang thesis question.
This is number
Let's ask Amy because she's also, you've been there. You've seen the, kumbaga, peaks and valleys of the sport and the team. So what do you think? Why did you all capture the imagination of the country, so to speak?
Well, maybe the fact that it was Ateneo LaSalle the finals. There's a big rivalry there.
Right.
And like I think it was just the overall I think the level of volleyball has gone up throughout the years. So and then I think the followers have seen that, and volleyball's a really fun sport to watch. Like every point, like you can cheer, every point you can think. So I think that adds to it. So yeah, I think and the exposure that we've been getting, the games are live and there's a replays and everything. So I think the exposure and the fact that the quality keeps getting better and better. Like the recruitments, like there's a whole system like involved now. So I think that contributes to the popularity of the sport.
Do you think that having tournaments outside of the UAP contributes to how the sport has evolved through the years as well as the level of play?
Yeah, I think so. Kasi with the players, diba, we have like other tournaments. Like now we have another tournament. So parang nabibuild yung confidence namin and yung exposure. So during UAP, parang we're used to it na. The environment.
The crowd,
yeah, the crowd.
screaming.
Parang wala na eh.
Hindi nagpapa-autograph. May mga boys na nakapang.
I just want to put this into perspective. No? When Ateneo first moved to the UAAP, that first batch of athletes are now 50, 51 years old.
Ouch.
And this is the first, I'm younger. Okay, so, and this is the first time you've won anything in volleyball, right? No?
Men or women
has that sunk in? I mean, parang, naisip niyo ba na, di pa kayo pinapangalan no, na pumasok?
Special gift.
Nagtatrabaho lang.
Naisip niyo ba yun?
No, naisip niyo na ba yun?
First in existence.
Yeah.
Actually, we met them po yung,
Okay.
yung alumni na nag-champions during NCAA.
NCAA,
And sobrang nakakataba po ng puso na parang sobrang proud sila sa amin. Na parang we're their daughters and ano.
Right,
So parang, pero syempre po, sa team siguro namin, hindi siya masyadong, siguro namin,
Sinking.
opo, pero which is for us good kasi we are willing to improve pa and be better for upcoming ano pa.
And they're going to be intact, by the way, with for recruits.
Wow.
Just before we go to our audience, kasi we have online questions, I want to ask lang Mitch and Gia, kasi bago kayo eh. Is that something that you expected? What you got, parang ito pala yun? I mean, when you really,
Ito pala yun,
in this
di ba?
whole season, the attention that you got, I'm sure you watched when you were in high school, you saw, the others, pero...
And also, just to jump on that, you saw how Lasal was the past 2 years.
too,
How the attention, the adulation that they got from a lot of sectors. And now it's you.
Lalo na yung first game nyo, Araneta kagad yun, di ba? Big audience. So I want to hear your thoughts about that.
Noong unang game po, sobrang kinabahan po kami kasi yun nga, madaming tao. So hindi po namin alam kung paano mag-react. Kasi kami ni Gia, anong gagawin natin? Madaming tao. So sobrang kinakabahan po kami. Pero nung pagpasok naman po ng loob ng court, wala din naman po. Nung naglaro na po, as in, nag-focus na lang po kami sa game. Hindi po namin napansin yung audience.
Did Coach Tai even talk to you about that? About, say,
Siya rin, hindi niya naisip.
big venue, lots of people, di ba? Especially during the final. Lasal. That is something different for us. Is that different?
Yeah, it's different, especially Lasal kasi big fan base for them. Tapos amin din, so labanan din ng fans. Pero pagdating ng court, isipin lang talaga namin is it's still volleyball, it's still a game. So yung difference lang is the crowd. So we try not to be affected much by the crowd. So we just play.
We talked when you guys first won. We were talking about the respect and actually the friendship that you guys have with the players from LaSalle and the other schools. Do you feel a sort of kinship that you're all going through something together to build up the sport? Is that the kind of a shared responsibility that
Lalo
you
na,
guys have?
marami sa inyo, high school pa lang, di
Oo.
ba? Magkakilala na kayo, magkakalaban na kayo.
How does that feel? Diba? Bakit pag ako nagtatanong? Bakit takot sila kay Boy?
Parang professor kasi.
Professor Bill.
We're gonna ask intelligent questions.
Ask the question again.
Ask the question again. Parang beauty contest.
Kalimutan ko. Basta yung sagot mo.
Eto na lang.
Okay,
Get to
sige,
some
sige, sige.
questions.
We asked our viewers online if they have any questions for the Ateneo Lady Eagles. Here are some of them. Bojoski asks, what will they do if Coach Tai will not join them next season?
Because there is a possibility.
Yeah. Their commitment
That's
to
up in the air.
Because they have to talk to the
Junior
Eh,
national
may
team.
mga kanya-kanya na yan. Siyempre, he has responsibilities.
Oo naman.
Like, what's gonna happen?
Or the option.
What,
Coach Tay eh. So, twice a day pa rin. So, siguro yung difference lang yung intensity talaga and yung presence niya, wala po talaga. Pero,
Who supervises the trainings while he's not
Party.
Coach Party, yung assistant coach po namin, Coach Party. So, siguro yung main difference, siguro pumunta kami tayo natin, hindi. Ano,
Ay, hilahin yun.
as much as possible, we're praying po talaga na si Coach Tay bumalik. And kung hindi naman, siguro we had that experience and siguro alam na namin sa sarili namin and as a team kung ano yung, kailangan lang po naman ng guidance siguro.
Pero iba pa rin eh.
Yeah, yung presence niya talaga.
Nung bumalik siya, remember, after the first two Ateneo games, he made such a difference. Okay, Little Miss Cruz asks, do the Ateneo Lady Eagles have a meet and greet event?
Habang ka dito. Would you have any
Meron bang mga ganon? So you guys, wala daw.
You can visit them in good day
You
practice.
just have to catch them.
Joshua asks, ano po ang feeling nung sinayaw nyo yung happy dance ni Coach Tay besides sa happy?
Huh? Other than being happy, I guess.
Aside from,
Baka gano'n na yung besides.
besides,
Hindi, isa lang siya. So,
kasi beside that, singulars. Okay.
Ay, ba't sila namumuhay?
Ito na lang, doon na tayo sa mga maganda.
Okay.
Sino ang crush ni
Ella
Ella?
Jesus! At Ateneo Men's Volleyball Team.
Very specific. Ella, hindi galing sa amin to.
Kami yan, ha?
Sila
Bumuhay ka na.
Sila muna, pati ako.
Okay.
So, sino daw?
Pakigamit daw yung mic.
Pati kami nagmula.
Si Mark.
Mark.
Mark Espejo.
Yung rookie. Honest. Yung rookie.
I like that. You're a woman for us.
Next question. Mauchi asks, favorite place to bond after practice?
Pribig. Ay, hindi ba?
Kainan.
Kainan. Saan?
Where?
Saan?
Pwede pupuntahan sila doon.
Saan?
Okay, sanay na sila.
Marami
Marami
naman
pa
doon.
nila kung anong oras.
Sambo po. We love sa mga buffet.
Tatlong kanin.
Andy Rice.
Okay. Jing asked, what is Amy Ahomiro's reaction when people said she owned Nika Reyes in Game 4 defensively? She had those crucial blocks against her.
First of all, my favorite thing in volleyball is blocking. So that's the thing I try hardest at. Like that's my #1 go-to. So I mean, I don't think I owned her, but
You had
like
your moments.
I had my moments, and she had hers also.
Yes. Sino pinakamakulit sa grupo niyo? Lalo na yung mga wala dito, pag-usapan natin.
Nandito po.
Nandito, sino?
Ayan.
Ayan na ba talaga? Ako
Ayan.
nakaharap sa camera, pag hindi naglalaro, tahimik.
Observant lang
Who's
po
the
yan.
most quiet?
Gia.
Gia.
Ngayon lang yan. Pagdating ng second year. I mean, your Twitter, here's the thing. I'm sure everybody got Twitter.
Yeah.
And your Twitter explodes. How do you catch up? I mean,
They were trending.
mabanggit lang yung pangalan nyo. Or they're guesting ganyan and it jumps
Pwede
to
na kayo magtayo ng negosyo.
How do you catch up with all of that? How do you
keep up? How do you keep up?
Because I know you want to give back to the fans, sabi mo nga, diba? Pero do you catch up with all of the messages online? Kaya ba? Is it something to do?
Minsan hindi na namin nakikita lahat. So, parang nag-tweet na lang kami in general
Yeah.
for everyone.
But doesn't that overwhelm you that outside of the playing court, outside of the environment that you play in, when you finished and done playing, meron pang ibang platform
Hindi nga
na...
makarating sa bus eh. Itong mga to sa labas ng...
Eh, dito nga, hindi pa makapasok.
May kontrata na. May kontrata.
Meron nga ba?
Hey, congratulations. It's a great achievement. It's a great story. And
Great story. Great
in
story.
sports, it's not just in volleyball. It's not just the fact that you won, but how you won it. And credit also to all the schools that made this season really great.
And just a side note to that, right after you won the match, the handshakes, the hugs that went all around
Ganda.
between both teams, actually, on a personal note, that really touched me.
A wonderful story. And good luck, because you guys are going to be the hunted next year.
Oh.
That's how it is.
Big blue bullseye. And for our last shot tonight, Baseball Hall of Famer, the Bambino Babe Ruth once said, it's hard to beat a person who never gives up. And so,
I guess, diba? Yun ang, personified. Thanks for watching. I'm Boom Gonzalez. Thank you again, Ateneo. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ateneo. Take care, everybody. Halong ka mo. Ang boyot.
Along. And I'm Bill
Velasco. I'd like to congratulate my two sons, Vince and Daniel, who are graduating on Friday. I'm done paying tuition for now, but proud of you sons, love you both. Join us again next Wednesday when we hit hard, hit strong, and we play Hardball! Johnny Boy!
Denden, ang Indian.
Wala ako. Hindi nanalo. Nanalo ko sa season 3.